Good evening. This is Nereida Sirena with Celestial Soul Wellness. And today we're talking about the solar eclipse and how it affects you, Aries. Now remember, this solar eclipse is a total one, so its effects, we'll see it within the next 6 months if we haven't already in October, and they should last for the next 3 years. So make sure that the journey and choices that you're choosing are ones that you don't mind being out with for the next 3 years. Anyway, so the emphasis are going to be in your 8th house, your 1st house, your 4th house, and your 10th house. So it's all about family, about you. You're transforming yourself. Your finances are taking. Your joint finances are changing. You know, your joint finances includes your credit cards, your loans, your mortgage, even your spouses. Okay, financial aid, anything that you are in agreement with someone else. Okay, and so those changes are happening. You don't want to take on too much because then you're going to owe too much, so you don't want that, all right? Also, you notice there's the 8th house also deals with transformation. Your needs, wants, and desires are changing, and that's because also we have become into the 5th dimension. So this is the first time our human society has ever been in the 5th dimension. We are not as dense as before. We have different needs and wants and desires. That also means that we eat differently because we don't have to be so dense as before. We are no longer in survival skill. We are in joy, loving, happiness skill. We are living, and that's the emphasis nowadays, okay? And so you are transforming these perspectives into your everyday life. Also, you need to know you need to drink a lot of water, okay? Because it can affect your reproductive system. You need to stay fluid and alkalized and flowing. And so that way all functions are happening well. Also, your intimate needs are changing because you're no longer the person you were 5 years ago. So what you need in your intimacy with your intimate partners, okay, you need to express it as long as it's consensual, safe, and sane. Having some fun in your intimacy is not a problem. It's something good and positive to look forward to. Just express it and be loving and always think for the common good of all, not just for your own personal agendas. And then people will be more accepting and wanting to participate with you. Okay? Also know that with the push and pull of Uranus and Pluto, your 1st and 4th house are being affected. So once again, your changes are within yourself, how you see yourself. You might be cutting your hair short, changing your curly hair to long, or taking off your glasses, wearing contacts. Okay, make the changes happen to you, not life happening to you for those changes. Also, you have a great concern for your mother and the basis of who you are, your culture, your philosophies of where your bases are changing. Those are no longer the same because you're in a different stage of your life now. And that's very important to understand and remember. And it happens to everybody, and it's okay. So you're rearranging those, seeing what is really important, your priorities. Okay? For some reason, you have some concerns with your mother at this time, the next 3 years, which is good. It's good to always check in with them. And you see an expansion in your home life, all right? Be careful that it's not expansion within yourself, all right, since Jupiter is in Cancer. And drink a lot of water. Eat at least 8 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. Yes, you heard right, 8 servings and alkalized meals. So that way you don't expand, but you become more light and less dense. Also, too, is know that, there's expansion going on in your career. You know what your responsibilities are changing in the way the public sees you. So perhaps you are becoming that authority figure. You are becoming the boss. Anyway, the changes are happening of who your boss was, who your superiors are, and also changes with your father. So you got a lot of changes going on, and make that happen. Don't wait till they happen. Reach out to those people and see. And so that way you are making it happen. Remember, you are the warrior. You are the leader. You make these things go forward. And since we are in a new dimension, you are leading the rest of humanity towards that and embracing this new dimension, and which means we are also acknowledging different metaphysical and esoteric philosophies that no longer were necessary now that were necessary before, but not anymore now. So, anyway, taking all that into consideration, really embrace this time. This is a good time for you. Take care of your health. All right, make sure you're taking a lot of calcium, but for calcium to be better absorbed, you need magnesium for your bones, okay, and your joints. Make sure you're stretching all the time, so that way you have better circulation going on in your system. All right, drink a lot of water too, because you don't want those headaches. All right, Aries is known to have a lot of heat within themselves. That's why you see a lot of men who have Aries in them. They start losing their hair, okay, because of that heat. It just burns and all that. The heat creates acid within the system. Remember, we should, when our temperature is too hot, we can actually become sick. So you want to keep your system alkalized and balanced. Have those chakras open, aligned, do some meditation, be with nature, and be in water. That will always help you. Anyway, I thank you for listening and watching. This is Soul and Body Needs with Nereida Sirena with Celestial Soul Wellness, and I wish you the best in embarking this new journey of these next 3 years, and wishing you loving, healing, and conditional light. Bye-bye.